In 2026, I want to attempt a low buy, and I also want to throw in a few categories that some are related to a low buy of things that I just will stop buying in 2026. If you're interested, let's get into it. I have finally admitted that my collection has probably gotten a little out of control over the years. And yes, it has to do with me wanting to try everything, wanting to buy everything, and thinking that I can use it in like 2 months or like half a year, and that's just not the case. Am I an idiot for just realizing this? Sort of. But I knew that products took a while because I have delved into product panning, I have seen product pan content, and I have noticed that most of these blushes and bronzers and whatever products have taken years, if not a decade. I'm admitting I do have a larger collection than probably the average or what one person should own. I see if I can truly hold myself back in not buying in some of these categories. I think I can do it just based off of my past couple of years of not really buying a lot of makeup. I do at some points in time with eyeshadow and other things, but for the most part I don't. Which brings me into my first point of things, or these are all of the categories that I have way too much in, and I really need to rotate, I really need to use. The first thing is primers. Way too much. I will try to include like little video snippets as well of all of my primers that are in my drawer or that I own, because yeah, we're going to take accountability here. I'm going to say I have too many of these things. Basically everything. I have a store. It feels like. Foundations is another thing. I have like 20, I want to say. I think like the last time I counted was 20. In my makeup inventory spreadsheets, I think it's like over 20. And will I use all of those before they go bad? Probably not. So should I start using them? Absolutely. So that is a chaotic number for foundations for one person. Same with concealers. I have way too many for one person, and I have one face. I have 2 dark circles to cover. I've got some pimples and some problematic areas of my face every now and then to cover. Not often. Those need to get used up. Bronzers. Jeez, I love bronzers, but I need to, it's a pattern here. Way too many, need to use them up. Same with blushes, highlighters, powders in here, but realistically I have never bought a powder in a long time, and I don't use powders a lot or as often as I used to, so this one's kind of real easy. Like, it's just not a category that I'm like, I'm interested in trying. Like, a powder's a powder, cool. Like, I want to use what I've got and not have to worry about them. The last category is brows, because, well, brows is not really an extremely excessive category. I do probably have about like 8 to 10 brow pencils or like brow products, and yeah, I kind of want to whittle it down to maybe like 2 to 3. I think that's a reasonable number. And it's just, I know the 2 to 3 that I like absolutely love, that are like my holy grails, I will just always use. I don't really experiment with brows. Like, I know what works, I know what looks good, I know the formula that I like, I will just stick to it in that category. I also put a rule on this that even if I finish a few, let's say I finish a primer, a bronzer, a blush, a foundation, I am still not allowed to buy a backup or another one because I already have enough. I need to downsize some of these things, some of these categories a little bit, not increase them. Now, my off-limit categories are eye primers, because I recently, if you guys saw my Black Friday and Christmas haul, I bought like 4 or 5 more from Shop Miss A, and I looked at my drawer and I have like 4 or 5 more in there too that I have still not used up. So those are going to take me till the end of my life to finish, and that's just, that's an eye-opener. If my whole collection wasn't, that definitely was for some reason. Next one is glow boosters, and I know I just bought one from Catrice. I have like 4 in my drawer. I don't touch them, even though like I am trying to use that one and get more of my opinions on the Catrice one. Overall, I've noticed it's a hassle. It's an extra step. Do I want extra steps in my already marathon of a makeup process? No. Mascara is another one, because if y'all seen my backup drawer, I have like 7 mascaras in there, all brand new, all unopened. They're all ones that I am waiting to try, and it'll take me forever to get to and to get through, so I should not be even enticed by any new mascaras. Like, I am very picky to begin with, and I'm trying to find that like perfect mascara that I can just repurchase over and over and over. Maybe try like a new one here and there, but like I want that. Same with like with brows. Like, I just want like that go-to mascara that I just apply and I rely on, and I don't have to worry and think about that one. And the last off-limit category is lipsticks. I have a bunch of lipsticks. Whoa. Lipsticks over here on to my right. Most of those are still there from when I first got into makeup. most of them. Nothing has changed in that drawer, maybe a couple of lipsticks here and there, but I need to use these. I need to apply them. I need to find ways to either use them as blush, bronzer, on my lips, like whatever I can do, I need to use these. I need to like actually actively rotate through all of my lipsticks because I neglect them, which is why I'm wearing red today, because I would have picked up a nude or I would have picked up one of my glosses, put it on. It's easy. Like I need to force myself. And this leads me into the like mini part of things that I will not be buying in 2026 or maybe the foreseeable future, because I have come to realize that I don't gravitate towards these steps or these types of products, which leads me to my previous one that I mentioned of off limits, the glow boosters. I mentioned I have 4. I don't touch them. I don't really use them. I've got bronzing drops in there. That's part of like the glow boosters. I kind of use that to darken up the foundation if it's too light, or to mix in or just use as is. That's an extra step. Honestly, like I sit here and I spend like an hour to do my makeup. I hate it so much that I spend so long doing my makeup that I'm trying to cut back. I'm trying to just like go bam, wham, bam, put it on, go out the door. Like I am trying to finish as quick as possible. I really want to. What I'm trying to say is just cut that time, like by 20 minutes, by half, by whatever. So adding on that extra glow booster step, and I'm just like, really, what did I do to myself? Eyeliner is another one. I don't really touch eyeliner all that often. I always try to put it in my waterline to like spice up the look, but I have not touched eyeliner in 2025, the whole entire year. I probably didn't touch it like a couple months, the end of 2024. And now in 2026, like I've got a bunch of colors over there sitting in a cup, and I want to try and use them, but I'm like, I always forget. Like by the time I get to my eyes, I am tired. I am ready to be out of this chair. I am ready to get up and get on with my day. So it's like, I just need to be honest with myself. Eyeliners are fun. They're so pretty. They add a cool look in the waterline, but I don't really touch them. Next category is lashes. Now this is something that I have not really bought in probably like 3 years or so. It's been a while. I know I just recently bought 2 from Black Friday, but I absolutely need to stop. I have 2 deep drawers of lashes that I do not touch at all. Why do I need 2 big, almost bucket-sized drawers of lashes? I love them. They're pretty, but they're a hassle to put on. They take so much time, and then cleaning them, and then you have to throw them away eventually, and I'm like, that is kind of why I don't want to touch them too. Like, the next category is a really weird one, and not something that I've like bought like ever. I think it's probably been over a decade that I've bought this one. It's like gems, like little rhinestones that you can stick on your face, or like little pearls. They're fun. They're really fun. They really spice up the look. They add something fun. They, bring a whole nother level to the look. But let's talk. When was the last time I applied pearls or gems on my face? Probably the end of 2024 for around Christmas time. Have I done anything with those since? No. Will I ever do anything with those? Probably not. So I just need to not worry about gems. And not like it's a habit that I'm like, oh, I want to buy these gems to put on my face. Oh, I like these. It's just like, that's a category that like I know I will never buy or never even have to worry about buying. And the last category is activated water, the activated liners that you need water. I did receive some from Craze FX. I have not really bought any, and it goes in part with just regular eyeliner, I guess, and I should have combined them together. But to me, I see them as like almost 2 different types. Like they're both eyeliner, but when you have to activate, you have to have a brush, you have to have water, you have to go through the process of like swirling to get pigment, whereas an eyeliner you just swipe and go. These, like I mentioned with the gems, they're fun. They're cool. They add like this fun, artsiness to the look. They add something pizzazz. They just, elevate the look. But I just recently said, I do not want to take forever doing my makeup. It feels like a marathon. It really does sometimes. And I don't want it to feel like that. I want it to stress me out. On activating liner, I have to go to the sink. I have to do this. I have to do that. And then I have to make sure that I apply it on my face carefully. And I have to precision take time. And I'm like, that's going to add a whole nother hour to my routine. Are we going to do that? No. Thank you guys for listening to my rambling. Sorry for going off on tangents. I'm sorry for over-explaining. Are you going on a no-buy or low-buy this year? Why or why not? Let me know in the comments down below. I would love to chit-chat with you there. And as always, have an awesome rest of your day and your week. And I will see you in my next one. Bye-bye, guys.